Hello everyone and welcome to the Arena Open Sealed Tournament. I'm gonna play the traditional version, which is best of 3, and the prize pool is following. For 0 wins, no reward. 1 win, 1000 gems. 2 wins, 2500 gems. 3 wins, 5000 gems. 4 wins, 5000 gems, and a day 2 qualification. And of course, the day 2 has prizes that are up to 2000 US dollars. So that's quite nice. So the first target is to get to day 2, and I will have several attempts here. I don't know yet how many. It depends on when I am sleepy enough to go to sleep. It is actually local time, 7:15 p.m. for me currently. So, but I can still wake up early and I can have a few goes at this event before the day 1 actually ends. And the entry fee is 4,500 gems or 22,500 gold, and I have saved my gold. I don't usually use gold for drafts because that's the worst way to use gold for as long as you have gems available, and I do have, of course, a couple of gems here. So you get the worst value for your gold in normal drafts when when the choice is 2,500. No, sorry, 1,500 gems or 10,000 gold. So the ratio is just so bad. Here it's much better to use gold, and that's why I have here gold. So let's just buy in now, and I get this is the first event for me, so I get this card style for the Vorinclex, and now let's see the packs in here. Okay, I get a pretty nice mythic, and actually I haven't at least played with this myself yet, and I'm not sure if I even have any. Maybe one opponent has played this against me. I'm not sure. Anyway, look at these three red rares. I mean, I can guarantee that I'm gonna play red here, no matter what. Faceless Heaven. I don't think this is necessarily that great in sealed because you won't be having a lot more than 6 snowlands in addition to this. So it's gonna be very hard to activate it, and it only produces colorless mana. Crippling Fairy is amazing. Mystic Reflection is, quite bad. So ideally I get to play red and black, but at least with these rares there's no way I am not going to play red. Actually, I'm pretty excited about those red rares. That's gonna give me a very good start for this event. So actually what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna just check out the red cards. I don't want to get disappointed, or if I do, I want to get disappointed right away. So what is the number of playable red cards? Okay, triple Immersturm Rider. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that, but I do have 2 Tormentor's Helm, so I could actually try. Excuse me. I could try here to actually play an aggressive deck. I have 2-drops for it. I have already 4 2-drops. I mean, this is not the best possible, but even as a late game top deck, you may discard a useless land or other card to get something better. For example, I have 3 very strong rares in this deck, so I can dig deeper for them. The Berserker is fine. Open the Omen Path, very bad. Shackles. Well, it's at least a sideboard card. This is a best of 3 event. And here, this is so bad. I hate to see this. I mean, the red cards basically end there. Oh man. I mean, I have out to play just giants. With the invasion, I mean, I might even play 2 of these Cinderhard giants. And I have Ivar, which is super strong. So if I have good blue eye, there's still a chance. But I really hated to see that the playable red cards are mostly the rares. And then, well, I mean, there are some playable cards, but that's like 4 more playable cards. And then the Tormentor's Helm. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9 before the 7 drops. And if I'm playing an aggressive deck, I wouldn't play the Cinderhard Giants. So that's actually pretty bad. But I have the Igar in here. And there is also... Okay, well this is interesting. I have a red-white uncommon, which is very strong, especially with the double helm. Cardur is good. Vicious Return, I suppose, is fine. And I have the Immerstrom Skullcairn. Okay, well, let's see. Let's go now and see all the colors. So white has, okay, triple Battlefield Raptor, Coachspell Cleric, Story Seeker, Goldmoy Champion, triple Causer. Alright, okay, you know what? I could actually do something like a hyper-aggressive deck. It sucks that I don't have a run amok in here. I really would want to have, I mean, for example, if these open the omen paths where both run amoks, I would be really excited by running an aggressive deck here. I'm not sure if in seal this is gonna be enough. I mean, these are flyers. Do I have colorless artifacts? I do this in a very weird order now. Raven Wings is okay. Runed Crown, how but I didn't have uncolored runes, did I? Oops. A blue one, okay. I mean, white has aggressive cards. That's it. And flyers. The Iron Verdict won't be good in the red-white deck. I will try to see, I build it and see how it looks like. I'm gonna now use a little bit more time for this than general, so if you are really not interested in seeing this deck building phase of the event, there will be the, the chapter selection. You can go straight to round 1, and of course you can also, rewind a bit to see the final deck before the round 1 starts. So I'm gonna use now my time here because this is of course quite expensive event and I really want to go 4-0. I actually forgot to mention, but this is a single elimination, so 4 wins gets the day 2 invite, but first loss means that you are out of the event. So I have to go 4 wins, 0 losses in here. Of course these are matches, so I can lose individual games, but I have to win every match. Alright, so that was just a heads up that now I'm not gonna rush with this deck building at all. Point the monster, yep, it's good in aggressive and defensive decks. This taps the creature, so it's a very cheap actually blocker removal as well. Glimpse is of course very good. Mists, nothing exciting. A Rune of Light, certainly fine, especially because I have Runed Crown, so I wouldn't mind playing blue. Mistwalker is good. Yeti depends on the amount of snowlands. Kinseekers, okay, the blue is just bad. I have the Eye Guide, I have the Invasion of the Giants. That's a very low amount of playables. I don't think I can even build a red-blue here without the need to splash a third color. But I will test that one too. How about blacks? Is there anything that I can dismiss outright? So village rights. Okay, so the Roger's Helm is good. These other 2 ones, not so much. Okay, this thing basically needs more snowlands that I'm gonna have. Pet, faithful. Okay, there's the crippling fear, and it's a double black, so I can't splash for it. So I don't think I'm gonna play black. But I'm going to play red. I mean, even if I have only a few red cards, I mean, like less than 10, I'm gonna play red because, for example, this Thoralf is just sick. And while the Calamity Bearer is not like the sickest bummer, it's still a very efficient 4-drop. And then a Dragonkin Berserker is just a plus card, kind of 5 out of 5 or whatever rating scale you want to use. This is a very good rare. Okay, well, but black is necessarily, yeah, there's a lack of playables and lack of, I mean, I don't have even removal other than the mass removal. Yeah, the Charlie's semi-removal, but there's no Poison the Cup, there's not even a Feed the Serpent in here, and not even a Way Down, so I don't care about black here. I don't remember seeing black golden. Okay, yeah, these are not enough for me to want to play black, I don't think. Alright, so let's see I guess it's green then, because I already know about my red. Snakeskin Whale, Masked Vandal, Glittering Frost. Okay, so I have the tools to splash and play several colors, but Recluse, not great. Struggle is good. These, these big things are good in sealed. I have a Lindworm here, but I mean, what is the reason to play green here? There's a Morita of the Frost, but there's actually no reason to play green here. Can I splash like I have the Sibendrift Whale here, so, and I have red-green Snowland. What are my Snowlands? Actually, okay, I have a 5 basic Snowlands, and then I have the Highland Forest, and then the Sibendrift Whale in addition to the Faceless Haven. And of course the Glittering Frosts do make snow mana. This is not, I mean, I'm a little excited now because my red has, I mean, I wish I had like some decent commons. I mean, of course, Demon Bolt, but I mean, they're really the uncommons and commons for my red are not that amazing. My rares are great, but I don't know if I can play the Cinderheart Giant. But now I will start building the deck. And the first thing I try to see is this red-white deck here. That can be... I mean, I suppose it can work. I have flyers. I have actually triple Battlefield Raptor, triple Stanheim Causer. I guess I'll play the Brackard. It's a nice offensive card because it attacks as a 4/4 and threatens to grow even larger. And then the gold mode champion would be played. I guess I would play the Coachbell Cleric. The Wings of the Cosmos will be played. Probably need a 2-drop here. And that's like all the white I'm interested in. The Iron Verdict won't be a card to play in an aggressive deck. I mean, it has slight synergy with the gold mode champion. I can tap something and then kill it, but maybe if I had like 2 of these, that would make slightly more sense. And then the red ones, Tormentor's Helms, Berserker. Well, let's have all the things I can, consider running. So that's actually 21 cards, and then I could just put the artifacts here. Raven Wings. Oh, how about the Rune Crown? That doesn't do anything if I can't. I mean, if I don't draw the crown, I can't cast the Rune of Flight. Oh boy. So I'm actually lacking a playable. I mean, I could play like a Shackles. The Open the Omen patch, that's just not going to happen, right? I mean, +1/+0 to all my creatures. That can't be enough. I have the Immersturm Riders here to kind of throw away useless cards. I can actually, this threaten effect, if some deck is actually interested in main decking this, it is this kind of a hyper-aggressive deck. So I have here Flyers, I have here the Raven Wings that can make even my ground guys fly. I have Thoralf, Calamity Bearer, and the Dragongin Berserker, and the Call is definitely nice with all the... I would have here quite a few pieces of equipment actually, because this guy can... I usually want to play this as a equipment instead of the creature. Calamity Bearer won't have any other giant here. That's only one giant, right? Yeah. So that's only... Yeah, that won't help anyone deal double damage. Because I'm not going to... I mean, yeah, I could consider running this one of these guys, but I have no... I mean, I'd rather run 16 lands, but actually... The problem here is I don't have playables for that, unless I really... Well, I'm not gonna play the Runed Crown alone. 3 to play, 2 to equip, +1/+1, that cannot be good enough. But what are the options then? Like, I could play the Shackles of Treachery, I mean... I guess I could play and Open the Omen paths, but oh man. I mean, yeah, I can play an Iron Verdict. Like one of... So let's see, 1 Iron Verdict and 1 Shackles of Treachery. I think this would be the red-white deck. Then I would play the Simmerdrift Whale. And there's no reason to play any other Snowlands, even if I have them, because nothing cares about snow here. Yeah, so this would be like a... I have the white 1-drop, so I suppose I would play Simmerdrift Whale, and then 8/7 basics, 8 plains and 7 mountain, and that would be the deck. Now I like this because I have the flyers in here. I can start early push, and I have to with this deck. I can't miss my 2-drop. So I can start early damage dealing, and then I can just finish with the flyers before the opponent can take over the game. I automatically lose to any kind of mass removal, but that's just... No, I mean, I can't do anything about that. So this is the red-white deck actually here. But I have the aggression here. I have the Helm with the Raptors, Raven Wings with these 2-drops that you easily get outclassed on the ground, but not necessarily in the air. I have these flyers. Well, that's an option. That's an option. So I will cut all these now, and let's see the red-blue. I want to see the red-blue. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna work here, but I will try to see it. So find the monster glimpse. So this thing is just not good, right? I mean, if I had like a couple of those red sorceries that create 2/2/1 dwarves, maybe, but nah. Yeah, well, that would be a good synergy piece for this, but I don't have them, so I don't have to worry about them. Then Mistwalker, Rune of Light. Probably the Frostpeak Yeti. I will have at least 2 Snowlands, so yeah. Kinseekers, why not? Well, let's put everything and then start cutting, because again, I'm gonna have trouble, finding enough playables for this deck as well. I guess I don't have to play the Shackles in this deck. I would play 1 Cinderheart Giant because I have 1 Invasion of the Giants, not 2 ones. So that's actually 23 already, so when I put Ravenwings, which I would play, and Rune Crown because I have the Rune of Light. Yeah, actually, it's not so bad. I can cut like I'm just not, maybe not gonna play the Mists of Ligiara here. 13 creatures though, and no token makers, I don't think. Yeah, that's 13 cards that, give me a creature. So I would rather run the run the Runashore than the Mist of Ligiara. So it would be this. Let's see the creature curve. So this would be like some 2-drops. I can play the Glimpse on turn 2. Invasion on turn 2 is fine as well. There are some giants, 4 giants and 2 shapeshifters. Okay, okay. 7 berserkers, so actually that means the Kinseekers is easily gonna be a 3-5. The Invader and the Cinderheart Giant are fine to include because I have the Iger and I have the Invasion of the Giants. Frostpeak Yeti, I would probably play, how many Snowlands it is? Yeah, okay, there's no red. There is the Highland Forest though. With the Frostpeak Yeti, I think I would have to run it. So that would be 2 tapped lands. This deck would play, of course, 17 lands, not 16. Yeah, 2 tapped. Yeah, this is, and this one is a tapped land. Yeah, that would be 3 Snowlands for the Yeti. That it can be relevant. This would be an aggressive deck mostly because of these 2-drops and stuff. So yeah, that's something I can consider too. Interesting. This doesn't have the evasive flyers that white has. This has like a few, but this has more, high impact cards. And slightly better mana because I'm able to play a 9/9 mana base instead of a 9/8 mana base. And this card draw and selection, I can find actually these bomb rares of mine a lot easier in this deck. And I have the Rune Crown with the Rune of Light. I might actually like this deck slightly more. I don't have to play like a main deck Shackles or stuff like that. Okay, so, and black, I'm gonna dismiss black right away, and I think I'm gonna dismiss the green. I mean, that would be a red-green deck. I have the Highland Forest and the Notwold Slumbermound for that. And I could splash for other color because I have the double Glittering Frost. But however, there is not enough strength compared to other late-game focused decks. I have like a Ravenous Lindworm, Cinderheart. Okay, I guess I could play the double Cinderheart Giant game plan with the double Glittering Frost idea. So if I forget about the blue aura, I could still maybe splash blue. So what would be the red-green here? Masked Vandal, Snakeskin Whale, these things would be played. Not so sure about these. I mean, I'm gonna play these, and of course the U will be played because I'm actually gonna have the Lindworm, and I would have 2 of these Cinderheart Giants. Where's the other? Here's the other one. All right. So this is 19, and I'm still missing something. I guess. Would I play a Ravenwings in this deck? I think I will. I think in Sealed you have more often you have time for this. Tormentor's Helm though, not necessarily gonna be, at least not as a 2-off, maybe as a 1-off. And then if I want to splash for something, I would probably have to splash. This is 13 creatures. Maybe I have like a 1 Recluse and 1 Mentor here. I'm not so sure if that's the correct split, but I guess I just need to have them for curve reasons. 15 creatures now, and that would still mean 2 other cards. So I could splash like a blue, but this is not splashable, it's a double caster. Okay, no. Black is just a Cardur. Crippling Fear is not splashable. good blue cards. They aren't exactly cards I'm excited to be splashing. So this deck has the idea to have these Cinderheart Giants down and with the help of the Glittering Frost mostly, and I think I can have some kind of, but this is kind of a split between aggressive and defensive deck, because these Immersturm Riders are not that great when I want to just, ramp to 7 mana. If I had Sculptor of Winters, that would be better. But these 2-drops don't kind of work well with this late game plan here. Yeah, I don't think the green adds enough. It adds the possibility, I mean the nice synergy with the Rootless Dew and all these big guys it can fetch, and the possibility to get these 7/6 Tramplers with the, I mean these also have a death trigger that can be quite relevant. But yeah, it's random, so it can be also not so high impact at times. Yeah, the Tormentor's Helm just doesn't work with this game plan of playing 6/6 and 7/6s. I think the red-green isn't just gonna be good enough. So I could try the hyper-aggressive red-white. That's really focused in the early game. Or then I can play the red-blue. I think it's either of them. It's gonna be red anyway because of these rares, that's for sure. Red-blue has some strong cards like Ager, but I don't have even a Squash to pair this with. I don't have Demon Bolt. I don't have even a Frostbite. But I do have some Giants in the red-blue, although not that many in fact. This is a Shapeshifter. Okay, I have the 5/6. I will play one Cinderheart Giant in that build too. But it has better selection for the rares, so I would be playing 2 Glimpse the Cosmos, and this card, by the way, is very good, and I would have enough ways to get the second cast out of this. So I would at least have an easier time to find my rares. The sad thing about my rares is that they are, at least the creatures are, quite easy to just remove. This equipment, not so much. I wouldn't be playing the Thoralf, much at all, because this is, you can read the equipment part, it's just amazing. 3 damage to any target is so good. Versus, yeah, it is a 5 and 4 mana 5/4 Trampler, but it's just no match for the equipment. You will play the creature only in the scenarios where you actually have to put something to the board to stay in the game. In any other circumstance, you will just play the hammer and start dominating with it. Yeah, I think the red-blue is just slightly better. It's kind of interesting to try to have this, triple Battlefield Raptor, triple Starnheim Causer deck with double, come on, Tormentor's Helm. It's an interesting idea. I wouldn't actually mind doing that, but I have also the Runed Crown into this flight thing, Rune of Flight combination with the red-blue. And I at least have some removal. The Bind the Monster will be removal, and the Bounce Spell can be also very useful. White has nothing else going on for it except for the flyers. That's the only thing White has. But the combination, for example, Wings of the Cosmos, I can play it on the Calamity Bearer, and maybe it also cast the Tormentor's Helm. That would be 10 damage in the air. There's some nice synergy here. And plus, of course, I'm gonna play the Raven Wings anyway. This is amazing with the Calamity Bearer too. This is a tough decision. White also has the Call. That's not actually... That's a strong card. That's a very nice card. Oh man, which it is? I kinda am leaning towards... Because the red-white deck has to run main deck Shackles. I don't like that. So, it can be also very good for that deck. Opponent taps out for a big blocker and I can take it and finish them with it. But no, I think I will go for the... I have the double glimpse, it's so good. The blue cards are better than the white cards, power level wise. I don't think it's an easy decision, but this is what I'm going to play. One giant here, Invasion Agar, and I will have the Raven Wings and the Rune Crown. I think this is the build. So no other blue or red. Yeah, I don't need two giants, Cinderheart giants, and I don't need the Mists of Litiara. And no, none of these things were. No, the Yeti was interested in Snowland, so I will take the Highland Forest for the Yeti, and the Simmered Vale, of course, is fantastic. Faceless Haven, I won't be playing that because of the Yeti, but I don't want to play colorless sauce. There's zero way to. Well, okay, not zero. If I play this, I can activate it if I have all of these other Snowlands, and that's low chance to happen, so I'm not gonna do that. But I suppose this is the deck. I'll just add here 7 for each land, so I will have 9 and 9 with the Simmered Whale, or 8 and 8 with the Simmered Whale, which means that I basically have 9 ways to get either color to my opening hand. Yep, I guess that's it. I mean, I'm a bit short on creatures here, so the equipment are kind of awkward, but these Tormentor's Helms are still good with the Riders and Berserker and I guess Mistwalker too. I would imagine this is still more of the attacking deck and not the defending deck, so the Helm makes sense. Of course, a deck that, well, I guess on a blocker this still makes a blocker bigger, so it's not completely useless, and it's cheap to move around, so it's not completely useless in defense. Alright, I think it's time to go to play the first match, and yeah, this is single elimination. If I lose the match, the event will be over and I will rebuy into it. In that case, I'll take the Bob Ross lands now. Well, these are beautiful too. I really like these Calades lands. I might sideboard into the red-white I mean, I have a lot of flyers, if I feel like I need to. And I think the red-white can be better on the play. If the opponent doesn't have a lot of flyers, I might sideboard into it, just to test it. Anyway, this is the deck. Let's go. I don't want to have that card. Won't be representing the deck. I will take the Mythic Rare. Both colors. Sadly, I have the rune, but I'm gonna do it so that I'm gonna play the Rune of Light on the Breakneck Berserker, and then when it dies, I can, get it from my graveyard, because this finds also from the graveyard stuff. So not ideal because I don't have a 2-drop here. But at least I can play my tapped land on turns 1 and 2. Well, I can, of course, draw a 2-drop, but let's see if that happens. Opponent is playing a Beskir Shieldmate. Well, and I did draw a 2-drop. I'm actually... Yeah, now I know what I do, because I can find the Rune of Light from the graveyard, so I'm gonna just discard it now. Yeah, I'm gonna trade it here because I wanted the Breakneck Berserker. I mean, I don't wanna trade that to the Beskir Shieldmate. Okay, well, they had a nice one. But I have my Bind the Monster for that. Although now that I did draw the third land, I'm gonna just place something in here. But what is it going to be? It could be the Haster. But I guess I played a 3-3, it can block the 1-1. Opponent is also missing a land drop here. Let's see if they miss yet another one. They did miss a land drop there. Well, this might actually be a game where I play this as a trampler because it's good against. Okay, this could be the. Well, it can be plenty of things. If it is the deal 5 damage to a tapped guy, I guess I will leave with that. I'm gonna go for the Berserker now, and I'm gonna go for the attack for 6. So this is only a legendary creature will get a +3/+0. Well, I mean, I got actually can get +3/+0. Okay, they found the third land, but I guess that's fair. Clarion Spirit, and it is the 5 damage to a... No, it wasn't. Okay, but that's a good one. Oh, that was what a turn! What a turn! They got 3 creatures out of 3 mana, and one of them is a 2/2 flyer. So not easy now. Not easy at all. So this turn I'm gonna bind the monster, the Stalwart Valkyrie. And I'm gonna play the Mistwalker. That's what I have to do. And I will offer the trades, and I don't think they're gonna take them, but if they are, I don't mind. That turn 3, that was so good for them. I don't think against this deck I want to even have my aggressive deck, because my 1/2 flyers are not very good against the Valkyrie here. Oh, they block with the flyer. I'm very happy to see that. So, oh, I don't have double blue. I can't play Mistwalker and bind here. So this says, whenever a creature, planeswalker, an opponent... Oh yeah, this is... Yeah, non-combat. Well, basically this does nothing here, because I don't have any... Don't have really any way to deal non-combat damage. So the Thoralf is a 5/4 trampler. Well, it is a good one still, but... yeah, now this is problematic now that I don't have the blocker in here. I mean, I can play this and nothing else. I can play the... Fine, I guess I'll have to play my trampler and hope to do something with the... Try to win it somehow fast here. I don't know. I mean, if they have a like a Bounding Gold here, I'm gonna take way too much damage. That would be 7. Yeah, I can't survive if they have a Bounding Gold. I don't have removal in this deck. Yeah, the red is bad because I have no burn here. But no Squash, no Frostbite, and no Demon Bolt. Okay, so they didn't have an attack with the ground guys, or at least they weren't willing to do that. Well, they're gonna go for the win. So that means... Okay, so they have something, of course. Alright, yeah. Well, I can't beat that deck. I mean, in this game. I might beat it in the next game, but this is just way too much. The Clarion Spirit. So good. That's so good. I mean, this hand I had versus something that doesn't play such a fast start would be good. The Stalwart Valkyrie on turn 3, whenever they had it, that was just too much evasive damage there. So I'm gonna lose to their next attack no matter what. And I mean, if I leave everything to block, I'm not gonna win with that kind of game plan either, so... The opponent has even faster deck than my red-white. I mean, I could try the red-white still, but... I don't know, I have nowhere near damage here, enough damage. I can't... I mean, I can, yeah, I know I can... If I draw a land, but it doesn't matter. I mean, even if I make this guy fly, it's not gonna do enough damage. Non-combat damage, yeah. I wish I had a burn spell, because if I had like a squash in here, I would kill like a 6 toughness of... Because this will chain. I think. It will chain. Okay, I'm gonna concede, because there's no way for me to win here. Do I want to use my... Because the Iron Verdict will actually be good against that deck. You know what? I want to try the red-white deck here. Because if I lose the next game, the event is over and I lose my chance to play the red-white. So I'm gonna play the red-white, and I don't have to play the nonsense because I can play the double Iron Verdict against that deck easily. And the lifelinker will be good. So these are all the white cards, and then the red, and then there is the call, right? That's the Ravenwing still, but I'm gonna play 16 lands in this deck, right? Yes. This is the build here. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to have this. No thanks. So Shimmered Whale and I guess more white sources because of the 1-drops. So I'm gonna add. Let's take Mirage lands here. John Avon and Tom Wennerstrand. Okay, let's go. Let's try to raise them with my own stuff. Yeah, the Iron Verdict is good against that deck, so that's why I like this change. At least I get to try this aggressive version of the deck. I mean, I might just finish this event at 0-2, but such is life. I mean, 0-2 games, so 0-1 matches. Well, I mean, I guess I couldn't hope a better starting hand here. Let's go for it. I mean, these flyers with the Tormentor's Helm, I can actually just outrace the opponent now. Great. So I'm gonna obviously play the Raptor instead of equipping. So I can play the Raptor and the Helm, and then on the following turn I can play. Well, that's quite interesting. I get to play my hand here basically on turn 4. What a start. Yeah, the Shieldmate isn't... I mean, I could leave a blocker here, but do I even want to? I'm gonna play the Causer no matter what, but now the question is, do I want to raise? I mean, I guess I will raise. I should be... I mean, I'm trading basically 1 damage to 2 damage now. And I'm fine with that. Because I have here, I mean, 4, 5, 6 power of attacking power now. And if they have some flying blocker, I can, you know, play the Helm so that they can't even block. Okay, they got the spirit, but let's go. And I'm gonna attack with everyone. I'm not gonna let them attack for 4. I will attack for 6. I do realize I could leave 1, 2, 3 first striker to block, and that cat is potentially going to mean that they can't attack with either of these. But if they have some trick, that could be bad. So I have a 2-turn clock, but I have to remember they have the double strike thing here. Okay, they just play that, which is completely fine. Do I want to now? Actually, now I do want to do it so that... Now that I don't have anything to play, so I'm gonna do like this. They will trade, and now I will have a blocker here that is potentially going to prevent them from attacking, perhaps. They would have to have a Demon Bolt or Squash. I guess the worst would be a Demon Bolt on the Raptor, and then... Okay, that does nothing. Oh, let's have Raven Wings then. So am I gonna lose to that double strike thing? Yeah, I am going to lose to the double strike thing. I'm not going to... I mean, I could attack for 4. I mean, I guess it's only 1. No, but I can't move all the equipment around. Yeah, that's bad. I could have a 4 power first strike blocker here. But if I attack only for 3 now, then I can't. I mean, I guess I can attack for 4 here, and I can take the Master Scald through. That's right. I mean, it's only 1 damage here. It's not really a big difference, actually. So, yeah, I'm gonna play a bit safer here. They can have the jump blockers from there, but don't know. They could be at, but I guess this way I'm not gonna lose to the double strike thing, because if they have that, this will deal 10, but I can block one of these, so I take only 12 here. At least I tried. If they still win, I at least tried. I guess I would have wanted to draw, something else here. I drew the 6 lands here in the end, rather than, something that could do something here, but such is life. Yeah, the problem is that they can play, if they get okay, they get several flying blockers. Okay, so I'm gonna, they're gonna do, okay, I'm gonna lose next turn now. I'm dropping to, yeah, this is the double strike spell. So, and I drew a land here. I lose to the double strike spell now. I mean, if I drew a, oh my, if I drew a blocker here, I wouldn't lose to the double strike. That's actually true, because now they are forced to block with the 1/1, and then I could block the 4/4 and the 3 power guy. No, I would still lose to the double strike. That would be exactly 8, even with 2 blockers. Okay, so I'm not that sad about it. So if this is something else than the double strike, yeah, I can still win, but... Well, of course I'm gonna have to do... I mean, I have to force them to make the block now. Well, that was a sad event, because I would have wanted to, have other games with this, but... I mean, well, you saw what happened. I mean, I drew the only lands here. That's very, very bad. And I'm playing 16 lands in this deck. Well, that was just unlucky, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna lose 2 games of the double strike spell. I guess I was gonna lose the first game anyway, but... That's it. I mean, they have 7 damage now, because I can block the Scald, but if they have anything here, I lose. I mean, I guess if they have nothing, I will win, but... Oh, yeah. Well, I'm gonna go straight to the next one, of course. I'm actually gonna do it so that... I'm including it in the same video. Yes, I am. I will include, if I go 0-1 here, I will include in the same video my attempt number 2. They are thinking for a quite long time. Okay, they didn't have that, so they have to actually find... Raiden... Oh, blockers are not good enough. They are not good enough. Yeah, the event is not over, but they have showdown of the skulls here too. Maybe I have to get lucky here. Maybe they just must not draw the Clarion Spirit here. So what I saw, I want to see. So there was a Calamity Bearer in there too. Raiden. Oh man, this is horrible. If they play the... Oh man, they can play the shield in here and my deck does nothing then. Sephet of the Cosmos, they have a pretty nice red-white deck. Do I have any artifact removal? No, this is not, this destroys equipment, not artifacts. I have a Masked Vandal in here. I mean, am I gonna go to red-green here? What kind of defensive play I have against all the flyers? I have the Recluses, Lindworms, Struggle for Skemvar. Okay, I have to try this just for the fun of it. Because I will be on the draw. The red-white deck isn't necessarily good on the draw. Let's have a very quick look in here. I mean, King Harald's Revenge might even be a card I'm gonna play. What else red-green I have? Let's get rid of the lands. I have 1 minute still. Red-green. The Runed Crown is not gonna play played. This and this will be played in the red-green deck. Guess oh, they have Raiden, so I don't want to play Snowlands for fun. I have no payoff for the snow, right? I don't, so let's cut all the Snowlands that don't help me in any way. So I'm gonna play the Cinderhard Giants in here. I guess I have to lose the lands now. I have 30 seconds time. Oh, I want to try this. I think I have to try this just for the sake of it being interesting. King Harald's Revenge. I mean, random King Harald's Revenge. It's basically a removal spell, right? So yeah, let's do it. I will play rather than the equipment. So this, and then I need to have, oh mine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3, 5, 6, and one more mountain. That's it. Not sure about the mana, but alright. Anyway, if I lose this game, I'm gonna record another one. I mean, I'm gonna include the next event in the same recording. Okay, the Glittering Frost. Okay, this is a bad hand, but I have the Dragon King Berserker. I have a... Okay, fine. Let's keep it. Their opponent has such a good deck that I don't really think I have much of a chance. At least I did draw the third land, but I would really want to have the Immersturm Rider here. That would be super important because they are not gonna miss their 2-drop. It's again that thing. Well, at least I have something here to do on turn 2. So yeah, I'm gonna start taking damage out of these things right away. I know I can get the life gainer thing. Yeah, this is bad. Well, that's a bit too late. Well, I have my... Okay, actually not. It's not late at all. Wow, this is cool. Kind of forgot I have this struggle here. Okay, we are doing it. Maybe. And I can play the... Well, I don't think so. Let's see if they can attack with that thing or not. Okay, so the Frost. And then I'm gonna play the Immersturm Rider, but am I going to discard the Revenge here? I will take 6 here, that is a problem, but I will have the Grizzled... Oh, actually I have the Rootless U to block the Calamity Barrier, unless they get to keep flying to this guy. Revenge can be something good, but I guess I'm gonna just try to find something good. The land is actually fine. Yeah, the barrier on turn 4 was not ideal. I can jump to gain 6 basically. But do they have a removal for the Berserker? I mean, I can make a 5/5 dragon for myself. They have the double strike. If they have that, I can take 16 damage here. Yeah, that sounds like a bad idea. That seems like they have the double strike spell here. Well, I mean, it could just be a run amok too. I'm gonna block with the Berserker, that's for sure, because I have here plays to make for the following turn. I'm just considering if I mean, I could even double block the Calamity Barrier because they can't deal the 6 damage. They can't assign 6. They can assign only 3, and then it gets doubled. So let's say if I knew the opponent doesn't have any trick, they could only trade with the Dragon King Berserker. That would be a fine outcome for me. But if they have the double strike thing, I think the safest way to get rid of it is to just do this block and maybe prevent 6 damage. And if they have something, if they have a run amok, that's just sad then. Frostbite. But that has first strike. Don't they understand it? It has first strike. Well, that was a waste of a Frostbite. Unless they have something else. No. Well, that is fantastic. I can make myself a dragon. Sounds like a good idea. I could play the U, but I don't even know how useful that is compared to just having the dragon. This has first strike, so they don't have a block here. Yeah. Sure. I'll just play it, activate this thing. And I will block, of course, the Calamity Barrier in here, if I am given the chance. They have 2 cards left in the hand. Now this is a pretty interesting match, because I played 3 decks in here against the opponent. I mean, even if I lose, I think this is worth a watch at least. Of course, ideally I win this, and I do have a chance here. I mean, if they can't deal with my board here, I mean, I have a 5/5 dragon flyer here, and I have a very good selection of blockers coming up. So if they don't have a way to push through, I'm just winning the game. I don't have any other attack for the Dragon King Berserker, or I do have an attack, and I can activate this for 4 mana now. Okay, Valkyrie Sword without the token. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, we will trade. Okay, they are finding some way to push through here, which is completely fine. I have my Ruthless Dew here. So I can attack with this and they will block it, and then I can make a token. But that makes no sense currently, because I'm just going to, you know, try to raise them now also. And then I'm going to... I have only 4 mana after playing the Glittering Frost, so I can't do that. I'm gonna play the U now. That is gonna get me either a card that gains me life, or a card that is a 7/6 trampler. I guess I'm gonna take the life gain. That is a safer way to do things. They don't have an attack. I mean, I'm actually doing it here. Yeah, I can just continue with that. I can play attack with the U here too. Then I can play the Glittering Frost and the Grizzled Outrider here. That has no trample or anything, it's just a jump block, which is completely fine for me. So what I'm doing here is take some mana here, and then I will have this thing enchanted, and I will play a 5/5. Okay. Well, now I mean, the double strike thing doesn't do much. If they can find a way to give this flying and double strike, then I will lose. That's the only scenario, right? Flying and being enough of a boost, that would work too. Yeah, that is a risky thing. That does nothing. They gain 4 life. Coachable Cleric gives them an additional point of... Yeah. So now what I'm doing here is... Okay, they have a 6/6 there. Well, that's the perfect spot now to attack with everyone, because they can block one of my 5-power guys or the Dragon King Berserker. I can make a new dragon for 4 mana thanks to the dragon I already have, making the boast ability cheaper, and then I have still mana to play the Notvolt Recluse. Even I would actually have the mana to play it with a 5, even if the dragon cost 5. So I see no reason to... I mean, they can attack with this if they find a way to make it... No, this has reach. I guess if they have run amok, I have to now play around everything, because I can do that. Oh, but I will have the dragon blocker too. Yeah, well that makes things very easy now. Okay, interesting they choose to take the U out, but the U is gonna find a... Why would they choose to block the U instead of the Grizzled Outrider? That seems weird, because U gives me another card. I'm not... Yeah, now they saw it. So I will... Actually, this will just kill that thing with first strike. I have no need to use the boost right now. So yeah, my Outrider dies and they are at 1, and then I will use the boost of course. And then I can play the Recluse here. So they, even if they make this thing fly, I can block the flyer, and if they give it trample, I can... If they have a run amok, I can go for the double block, because it will be 9/9. Okay, well that was it. Match for number 1, I won it, and I played 3 different decks, and at least now I know how to sideboard. I actually have to... That was so exciting, I have to grab another cup of water, and I have to make a little cut here, but of course you won't see it, but I will cut now, and I will return soon. Okay, now during the cut I actually checked out my deck options a bit, and I decided to continue playing the game once with the blue-red deck, and then I can sideboard into the red-white, especially when I think that the Iron Verdict will be a good card, because that will, let me have enough playables in the red-white deck. And then the red-green, not sure actually when I actually want to have it. Maybe if I know I'm on the draw and I can't utilize the aggression that much. The red-green, it has late game, but the big creatures. I guess against opponents that will have trouble beating 5/5s and 6/6 and stuff like that, I might consider the red-green option. And here, definitely, well, with the Igar on turn 3, this is a good one. I have a 6 and 7 drop, which is not ideal, but I have my 3 lands with both colors and also the Bind Monster to deal with some early threat the opponent might be having, so I think mostly with the turn 3 Igar, I see no reason to mulligan. Opponent went to 6 cards. And they kept 6. Well, I guess I can draw lands or spells. Mostly both are decent options. Okay, Jasper Sentinel on turn 1. Not gonna bind that monster. It's not exactly a monster, it's a 1/2. No 2-drop. Okay, land is actually something I want to have here given my 6 and 7 drops. Of course, well, I mean, I have to bind the monster, so if they have something I might buy some time to tap something. They have only one color available currently. Well, now they will have all the colors available. And that's fantastic because, well, next turn it can make a dragon for me. Now, there's kind of very small chance that tapping down the Jasper Sentinel would be a good idea. But now that they have all the colors available, I don't think that's just very reasonable at all. So let's see if they have a removal for the Berserker. If not, I can just make a 5/5 flyer for myself. Okay, well, I can't make it quite yet. This is a giant wizard. This is a human berserker, so no reason to go for the Kinseekers. I know I can. By the way, this is a dragon also because it's a shapeshifter. It will make cheaper to make these things, but well, first of all, I'm going to bind this guy. That's like a no questions asked. And then the second question is, do I want to play the Kinseekers or not? It will be a 2/4 no scry. But I mean, if I draw this land number 6 and it might be able to boast. I think this just is the thing to do here, just to utilize my mana better, because I might use all my mana for the next couple of turns. Especially if the Berserker is getting the attack, I can use my mana. And if I draw a land, I have the Invader. I mean, in case I can't make the token with this and I draw a land, I still have the Invader. And if I don't draw a land, I probably draw a spell I can play, so I couldn't play the Kinseekers anyway. Okay, that's a good one. And they do have the double use for it too. But they still need to deal with the Berserker. It's gonna get me a 5/5 flyer. This is a rogue. 5/6 rogue. Okay, old growth troll means that I can't get a free. Oh. Giant. This is a giant. This is a giant. I mean, they will get the land that will be able to sacrifice into another of those. Do I want to let my Berserker die and get the flyer? I mean, the problem is they're playing blue. They could have a bounce spell for the token. I'm not that excited when they still have a lot of stuff available. I think this is just a better play here, because both of my giants will now deal double damage. And I don't mind the trade with the troll, even though they get to, you know, enchant the forest and stuff like that. But I have to get rid of the troll anyway. I will actually get to draw a card here now. It will deal double damage, and I will get to draw a card. That's fantastic. They get the enchant land, but I got a card out of the deal, so definitely fine. Because that's gonna be nice. Oh, with the calamity bearer, it's gonna deal. Well, let's see what happens. I mean, they have a reach guy. They can jump block. But now I have to decide: do I want to actually sideboard into some different deck? Red, green, red, white. They are options. Red, black. I don't think. Recluse, another thing that can block a flyer, but now this thing actually requires multiple of those guys. Interesting. Land would be best because with a land I could Rune of Light the Dragon King Berserker. Oh, but it doesn't actually matter because all of these guys have reach. Yeah, so I could have Rune of Light it and then, you know, still have the 4 mana for the activation. But given all I have now, I mean, all my guys will deal double damage except for the Berserker, and the Berserker has first strike. So if they want to kill the Berserker, they have to block with all 3. So if I attack with all, what's gonna happen is the Recluse will block the Bearer. And then the Berserker actually goes through and the Kinseekers will deal 4. Then I will just use the 4 mana. I know I could use this Glimpse to find a land, because the land wouldn't be a bad. Maybe I will do that actually. It's a bit risky because if I don't find a land here, I have the secondary play of the Rune of Light there. I think it's gonna be the invasion now actually. Yeah, that was kind of messed up a bit. I will actually try to find an island now. Oh, I can't. Well, the Raven Wings doesn't do much against all the... I'll just have the land here. So yeah, that could have been a lot better turn, but now I have to decide if I want to lose the Calamity Bearer. I don't think so. I mean, I can still attack with everyone. Only way they can... No, they can't kill the Berserker, right? Yeah, because they will die to my damage then. They do have mana available, 2 mana in fact. But let's trade with the Recluse. It's fine, it's fine. I get to deal some damage here still, so... And they have to jump with the Sentinel. It's fine, because I do have, you know, this 7-6. I have the Invader, I have the Rune of Light. I have here still the Berserker up. So I do like my chances quite a bit here. And I got rid of 2 of their reach guys, which is important with the Rune of Light here. Okay, they will have... This is gonna add 2 additional, or was it 1 only? Add 2, no, it's only 1 additional. Okay, this kills my Berserker, but it doesn't kill the Giant here. So I don't have a win now, but I have a 7-6 trample coming up, so I suppose there is that. They get to scry 3. Yeah, I can't double spell, so let's play my 7-6 here. They need something good for it. They could have a bounce spell, but the 4/4 token is not gonna be good enough. But with the Battle of Frost and Fire, I actually am interested in the red-green deck now. Because, or maybe, actually my blue-red is good too, but definitely not the red-white. I just lose everything to this guy. Thing, saga, whatever. So I'm not gonna okay, they bottomed all the 3 here. Well, I mean, I guess they need to find an answer for the Cinderhard Giant, so that's kinda... Okay, a Rune of Light will mean what exactly? Well, it will mean that I will attack for 7 damage here. That's what it means. I mean, I could go for the safe route and for the trade here. Because I'm getting... But no. And I could, you know, play the 5-6 then. No way. I'm gonna make this guy a flyer. Force them to find an actual answer. And now that I did draw an untapped land, I have the 5-6 here. So I mean, they can't really deal 8 extra damage here. I mean, of course, there's a chance of like double mammoth growth and something like that, but it's very unlikely that they would have such things. Okay, they had nothing there. So Invasion of the Giants means that I will play either the red-green deck or the blue-red deck. Sentinels, Recluse... Oh no, it wasn't the Invasion, I mean Battle of Frost and Fire. The Invasion is the uncommon version that I had in my hand. So 4 damage to non-giants. That's still a big bunch of my creatures, but I do have some giants. Tormentor's Helm. Not necessarily. How about the Mists of Ligiara? They have these big guys. Now, is my red-green deck going to go over the top here? Is it going to be better than this? What they are having here? I don't think they are that. It's not that great. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just play the blue-red. But do I want to have like something like a Mystic Reflection? I could make the Lindworm like a lot worse. But it's a bad counter spell. I wish I had a Disdainful Stroke here. That's actually great in sealed, I think. So I'm gonna go with the blue-red, but I could have the other big giant. I feel like this is gonna be a race to. I mean, not a race, but quite the opposite. It's gonna be. We find out who has the better late game in here. I'm gonna cut one Tormentor's Helm. I think that makes sense. Yep. I have to be very wary of the... I could actually even cut one of these riders. They are not gonna be that great, and I will play one Mists of Ligiara. That I like that change. Now that's the final deck I'm gonna submit for the game number 2 here. Okay, this hand is pretty nice. 2-drop, good 3-drop, and then I have the Glimpse. I mean, if I kill the Agar, I can still have a... At some point, I can find something to that lets me cast this thing. Alright, it's going to be... I mean, it could be the land, it could be the Invasion. With the Cinderheart Giant, I'm gonna take the Invasion. I can make this a 5-mana spell, so hopefully I draw some additional lands here, but when I can guarantee my 5th land drop, I will then at least play the Invasion. The Scry will help me here, of course, so... I mean, next turn is gonna be the Igar anyway. If they can't remove the Igar, I can get the Glimpse here for free. I mean, the card will be free, but it will cost 1 mana, of course, still. And then I want to have a land, please. And that was a land. That is fantastic. So I can actually play the Invasion. Next turn is most likely Invasion, Glimpse, and Tormentor's Helm. I think that might be it. Depends a bit what I'm gonna draw, but let's see. Nice dual lands for the deck. Blade Warden is... Yeah, I can live with that. Okay. So I will play the Invasion for sure. But I would rather use this before I Scry. Yeah. I mean, I have the option to Raven Wings and attack, but I mean, I guess I could also just offer the trade, but not before I played this thing. Yeah, first this thing. And bind the monster. Well, that is gonna be because I have my lands now, and this is of course just bad. Bind the monster is great, so actually I'm gonna Invasion here and probably play the bind on that thing and you know, pressure them. Cinderheart number 2. Yeah, sure. I'll get there eventually. Let's they will be able to cast this thing, of course, but I assume they would have been able to do it at some point anyway. Plus I got it, the double cast here too, so why not? Next turn, I'm gonna just have the Raven Wings and the Tormentor's Helm, and I can apply even more pressure. And the turn after that I get one of these Cinderheart Giants to cast them for 5 mana. Of course, it's, I mean, this death trigger with the Bind the Monster has like some slight negative synergy, but I mean, I'm not gonna play, I don't play this card because of the death trigger. I play this because it's a 7/6 Trampler that I can sometimes get to play for a little bit cheaper. Okay, Glimpse first. So I will be dealing 4 damage in the air on the next turn because I know what I'm gonna draw, so my play is gonna be Raven Wings, equip, attack, play this to the battlefield. Although, no, I draw 2. I draw 2. I forgot that this chapter 2 is not non-existent. It just does things, so I get to even deal another point of damage, and they just, you know, are dirtling here a bit, but they do have land drop and they foretell something. Okay, well, let's see my second draw first, and then I will. Okay, land is fantastic. Yeah, they take 2. That's definitely not worth hiding this information. I do want to deal the 2 here. So yeah, land was great because now I need to only find one other land for this other Cinderheart Giant. Plus now the run ashore, I can also make that happen. So this is an easy turn because I will have the Raven Wings. I will equip it, I think. I will play the Tormentor's Helm here and attack for 4, and they will be at 11. And next turn I will play a 7/6 and I can equip it with the Tormentor's Helm. I assume they're gonna kill the Agger at some point, but then they will have to find an answer for the Cinderheart Giant as well, and they are not in a position to race with me. Well, they had at least 4 of these dual snowlands. Dual snowlands. That's pretty nice. So they kill the Raven Wing. No, they're flying creature, of course. Haha. Well, that's acceptable. And I drew the 7th land, so I have a nice double turn. Let's see, they could have a disdainful stroke, but this, I mean, of course I'm gonna do this no matter what. And they have it. But I will have another one in my hand now. Well, that is a possibility too. So now they of course have a lot better chance here. They can activate this thing when they have the 7th mana. And they have it now, so they have all the colors. They will draw 2. I guess the 2 damage is irrelevant here, and I still have this flying 9 power trampler here. So, and I have the so if they don't have another counter spell, this is gonna be, well, they can still have the removal, of course, but we will see now. If they have a removal, then I guess I'm not in a very good shape. Narfi with all the snowlands is, yeah, okay. So I can easily just lose here now. But I don't think I can sideboard into the white red deck. I mean, I could it on the play against this kind of deck. I mean, I can see playing. They don't have a lot of answers to flyers. Yeah, they have like a broken wings, but if they kill a one mana flyer with it, or I guess a 3 mana flyer, it's fine for me. I'm just afraid of the invasion of the giants. There's nothing I can do with that deck to play around it. Okay, that is good. They get a big Navi there. But I have my run ashore here. So actually if they don't answer, okay, that's perfect now. And they might even leave this as a a blocker here. No, they don't. No blocks. So they're gonna take here 8 damage. Non-land permanent to owner's library. That's gonna be the, I mean, it could be the flyer too. They can decide to draw whichever card. I guess a Narvi goes to hand because it's probably not a good one. So the Mistwalker actually goes to library. Yeah, Narfi doesn't do anything against my Raven Wings, so let's put the flyer on in the library, and this will bounce to their hand. And then I will, of course, equip the... Yeah, the Raven Wings will be equipped. They will be going to 3, and well, they need to simply find a answer, and they put the Raven Wings on bottom of their deck because that kind of means they need to find. They don't have an answer in their hand. I guess they would have used it if they had it, so they have a top deck, and then they can use this for 7 mana, but that would leave them only like 2 mana at most, so let's see. They didn't even try to activate the well tree thing. I'm at 2-0 now. Well, I didn't play around with the different decks. I guess I might have sideboarded into the red-white and just hope they don't draw the mass removal. I guess on the play I think the red-white deck against that deck can be pretty effective. All the flyers can be just easily dealing a bunch of damage there. But now I don't have to worry about it. So I'm already getting 2,500 gems, which is fine for the 22,500 gold. And of course, if I go to 3 wins, I actually net, more gems than the gold is worth. So 3 wins is an excellent result, even if I lose after that, because that's kind of letting me buy in for free to another event, and I even net gems in the process. But of course, the actual target is the day 2 qualification. Okay, keep it. I have the rider and the bearer, and rider will find something to discard. Probably it could be the 7-drop. I think I like to run Ashura. I don't have a lot of interaction in the deck, so I might want to have the 6 mana interaction instead. Oh, that's great too. But I'm gonna start with the Immersturm Rider, and it's gonna get rid of the giant. Yep. So black and green. I'm assuming this has some kind of green based. Oh, Packmate. Well, that's the perfect draw. No perfect draw, but the perfect start for them. I'm gonna just, of course, offer the trade here. There's nothing. They draw the card, but it's too late now. It draws the card when it hits the battlefield. So you have to kind of treat that card as a random 3/3 after it has hit the battlefield. You can't imagine that, no, I can't trade with it because they got a card. By the way, they missed their 3rd land drop. My chances to win here went up by a significant margin, especially because I have a 6 dealing 4-drop here, which could deal even 8 with the Tormentor's Helm. Packmate that, and that's a perfect thing in that situation, and they did find the land, which is, I suppose, fair after all the cards they drew. But this is gonna be very awkward for them because they had to actually discard. Okay, so this thing really does nothing. I don't have actually the double blue for the run ashore. I could still play there. So who deals the damage? Equipped creature has... It deals to any target. So with the Calamity Bearer I can deal 6 damage to any target. I kinda don't want to show this. I'm more interested in just playing the Glimsty Cosmos. And I will find the... the island is the best because I have to run ashore. So I'm gonna take the island here. And then I'm going to play the Helm. No, I'm actually... Yeah, and I can do all I want to. So I can play this 2nd time now. And it's gonna find the bind monster now. And then I will play the Helm. And I will equip... I can... let's see. If I equip the bearer, they can jump block or take 8. And if they jump block, who deals the damage? The creature. Okay, so actually it will deal 2. So if they jump block, they take 2 still. If I equip the rider, they can take 6. I have to run ashore here. I guess I like the idea to... I like this idea better. Even if they jump block, it's gonna deal 2. And I don't think they're gonna jump block, they take 8 here now. And now I have like options. I can have Thoralf in the... Yeah, I have a lot of options. If they play just a random creature here, I can bounce, and I can and will bounce both of them. If they have removal for this thing, they have the removal for the equipment. But now I will not quite win, but almost. Because this will be 8 damage total when I bounce them both. Ominous Library, Packmate goes to library, and the Vandal goes to hand. And now they take 8. And next turn, all I need to do is untap with one creature available, because this will deal damage to any target, including the player, and they will be at 2 life. Well, opponent missed the 3rd land drop, but I mean they kept the hand with the Packmate and mana to cast it with the Foretell, so definitely a 2 land hand makes sense in that scenario. So this is now this kind of 5 color green with double Packmate, which is always scary. It's such a good card. They had a Horizon Seeker there. Why is it in there? Wait a minute, what I'm missing now? Horizon Seeker in exile. I'm not getting something. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I didn't see a lot of their deck. They had the Masked Vandal, which is gonna be bad against Painted Monster, Runed Crown, Raven Wings. Bad against a lot of stuff here. I guess I have to just leave it. Also, Invasion, but all of my decks have... I can't have any deck that doesn't have targets for that thing. I guess the red-green one has the Glittering Frosts only. But do I want to play red-green because they have a better, this kind of dirtly deck? My 7-6 tramplers aren't even gonna necessarily be enough. But I know that I can here have maybe another of those Cinderheart Giants, perhaps, instead of this Storm Rider. Might want to consider that. Yeah, I think I will play with the blue-red here. Let's see more of the deck and sideboard differently for the last game if it goes to that. I mean, on the play, I can actually see playing the red-white deck. Maybe if I lose this, I will go to play the red-white deck, unless I see something that really makes me want to not have the red-white deck. Anyway, keep 7 now. This is definitely a fantastic hand, and don't know yet. But yeah, I will play the tapped red source, of course, because I don't have to decide the color for the Symmetric Whale yet by doing that. And do I want to have the first striker? This kind of seems like it's gonna be the Packmate, which makes whatever I play now kind of bad. I guess the Cinderheart Giant is just not gonna happen, so I'm gonna want to find more lands. I will discard the Giant now. Okay, that's good. Yeah, the Packmates are pretty good against these ground guys, so I'm gonna want to play the red-white deck with the Flyers in the potential 3rd game. So I can now... Yeah, I'll play the Igar now, I guess. And I will even offer the trade, because I know that I have a kinda... Well, Giant Wizard, Demon Berserker, okay, yeah. So I can't get the Kinseeker's Demon Berserker, yeah. So I'm gonna trade with the Packmate. The Igar, because I don't have any burn spell in this deck, the opponent of course doesn't know it. There's a very low chance to get those cards drawn with this thing. I can only get the cards drawn if I deal combat damage with my Giants or Wizards. And the opponent usually can, you know, make combat decisions in such a way that I don't get to draw the card. That said, the Frostpeak Yeti... fine. I just block here. Don't care about the 3-3 there. Alright, so that's a very good one. It would actually, as an equipment, give this a +3/+0, but I didn't have this. Didn't have this earlier. So, well, I mean, it's gonna be the... I guess it could be the Rider and... but I don't... Yeah, no, I don't need the 5th land if I don't have the Berserker already in play. I would want to have the 5th land with the Berserker. I guess I'll just play this and hope to draw, because all the rest of my lands will be untapped. Yeah, because these are the 2 tapped lands in my deck, so there's a chance to draw a land that gives me the dragon token. Except that didn't happen. I did draw the land though. This is both are Berserkers, so Kinseekers will be a 3/5. I guess I'll do that then. It blocks these things nicely. Rune of Light. That with the Berserker. Because the thing is, this is a dragon, so the boost ability costs 4 right now. I can take the Rune of Light. If that draws me a land, I can both... Okay, I will keep it. I will keep it. Now I have blockers for their guys, and they can... Well, if they use 2 mana to make the Yeti unblockable, that's completely fine when I'm at 17 life. They are not gonna do that. They have 5 cards in their hand. They probably have... You know, they have 6 mana available, so... I'm assuming they have some spells here. Oh, they can make... They could have made the Bergstrider a 5/5, but they chose to go for these. Okay, so they have something. I don't care if they have. I mean, let them use their spells. Do they have like a Mammoth Growth in that deck? Because that's Jarl of the Forsaken. That trade makes no sense if they don't kill with kill. Okay, they do have a Jarl of the Forsaken. Okay then. So given how that turn went, I guess I have to get lucky here. Although I can attack, this has first strike, so yeah, I can attack and make a 5/5. Yeah, sure. I don't have to, and of course I don't even have the shapeshifter anymore. Even if I played the Rune of Light and drew a land, that wouldn't have done anything. Okay, so now only a thing I hope is that they don't have a way to deal with my 5/5. If they do, they deserve the game win, and I will sideboard into the red-white deck. I mean, come on, they have a lot of colors. They have, yeah, it's quite slow. I mean, I guess if they get the pack made early, that's great. All right, well that's annoying. Yeah, well now I'm gonna lose here because double Bergstrider is gonna be bad. I can play the Thoralf. I can play. Well, I'm not lost yet. Berserker is good blocker for the Forsaken thing. Thoralf can block the Bergstrider and trade. Yeti makes no sense. I'm just considering if I want to... No, I don't want to discard anything. So what I do here is I'll play the 5/4 and then I'll play the 2/1 and I won't be discarding anything. And see if they find yet another way to, you know, apply pressure. If they do find, I mean, they still have 3 cards in the hand, so they easily have something. But yeah, I mean, if they don't have anything, I'm in a good shape. But if they have so much interaction as they had now, double Bergstrider, Jarl of the Forsaken, they were all good interaction here. But I think I will have ample time to win with the red-white deck, especially when I'm on the play. So they have the feed here. So that was a lot of expensive interaction. This is exactly the kind of stuff I'm gonna do against the red-white deck. This is the only block that makes me survive. So I'll do that, but I'm not gonna win against that board because I had to double jump here and I'm at 1 and I have 1 blocker against 4 guys. So that's a nice one, but not gonna be enough. So yeah, red-white deck. That should be having a good... Oh, I know the Iron Verdict won't be good, but actually the threaten effect will be against all that expensive stuff. So, yep, let's actually quickly... So that there's not gonna be any rush here. Let's cut the blue and Cinder Giants at least for now. Red-white doesn't have anything that cares about the snowland. I will actually cut the lands because it's faster for me to build the deck that way. The Rune Crown, okay, doesn't do anything because I'm not gonna have the Rune of Light here. What red cards are? MS Tomb Rider. So that's 22, and I do want to play a 16 land deck with the red-white deck. I'm gonna play the Shackles of Treachery, and I'm going to I mean, it's like a open the omen path. It's so bad. 1 Iron Verdict. I mean, when the opponent starts to attack, I have lost this matchup with the red-white deck, so I can't play the Iron Verdict. I mean, it's only good with the Gold Mode champion when I can tap something and then maybe kill it with the Verdict, but I don't think it's so good. So this 7-drop just isn't gonna make it. What I'm gonna play then? I mean, I could play 17 lands, sure. With the triple Immersed Tomb Rider, yeah, I guess it makes sense. I can discard my excess lands. This is so bad. I mean, this should be +2/+0. Maybe like attacking creatures you control get +2/+0, and then have the first option available just for, you know, fun or something like that. Okay, but yeah, with the triple Immersed Tomb Rider, let's play 17 lands here. I don't want to play this crown when it's +1/+1. So much worse than the Tormentor's Helm. Okay, so Simmerdrift Vale, and I guess it's gonna be an even spread of, you know, basic lands here. No need for snow lands here because nothing cares about it. Alright, let's hope. Oh, by the way, I do run out of time here soon. What? How did the time go so fast? I had 3 seconds left here. Every time I open my mouth and start talking about the 20 seconds go. I had 1 minute and then I checked down the clock and it was 10 seconds. Crazy. Well, not ideal, but with the Immersed Tomb Rider, I'm gonna keep it. I have the 1-drop here, and then I can get rid of the land. I mean, if I draw a ton of lands here, it's gonna be very unlucky, but I hope I don't. Oh man, that's just... I don't need the whale here, by the way. But, okay, 1 land to my 5-lander. Okay, at least that was a non-land. But that was an unlucky thing to do. Well, I have 2 Immersed Tomb Riders still. I can get rid of the lands, I suppose. Okay, well, this is fantastic now. This is exactly the kind of stuff I wanted to happen here. Not sure if it was smart to have the rider. I guess if they have they might have the Packmate. Well, where's the green? Okay, there's the green. And Packmate comes right now. John. Yes, they have 1 snowland. Okay, well, things are a lot better now that I drew these lands, but I also double rider here. Okay, so definitely attack with all these. I don't mind to trade with the John at all. And they do the trade here and they still take 1 damage. Who do I equip? If they have a 4 power blocker, I guess I still hope they'd have only 3 power blocker. And I can still play this and re-equip if I want to. Yeah, if I draw another 1-drop then it's bad, but... Okay, Packmate, fine. Definitely fine. Well, I did draw... No, this is perfect, because I don't want to re-equip now. Yeah, I mean, if they don't have mass removal, I win with this deck. Oh, I love the sealed pool. So many options for the sideboarding. But I mean, 1 mass removal and I'm dead. But I mean, I also can't see how they win. I mean, the Bergstriders, they don't do anything here. Play a Bergstrider and see if I care. Okay. All of my guys fly, so they can deal with one of them. Now, am I going to... They played this thing... Because this is now the kind of spot where you... I mean, they could have a Blood on the Snow or Doomscar. They don't have a double white for the Doomscar, and they don't have yet the 6 mana for Blood on the Snow. I'm not gonna play the Berserker because the mass removal, I think, is the only thing that can make them lose the game here. I mean, make me lose the game. They can't deal with all of these flyers with the... unless they have mass... I mean, yeah, this is gonna be a win for me unless they have a Blood on the Snow right now. Haha. Sweet. Okay. I guess I'm gonna make another pause here actually. If you excuse me for a moment, I will come back very soon. Okay, so a quick mention about the last part of the video. I recorded this very part after I had finished the event because I noticed when I listened to the last part of the video that the audio is distorted somehow. It's something that happens very infrequently. It's the second time it has happened to me in a couple of hundred recordings, and the sad thing about it is that I can't know while I'm recording that the audio quality will be somehow wrong or distorted, and I only find out about it after the recording, so I'm not gonna voice over the video part. It's still understandable, but the audio is clearly somehow noisy, distorted, and I hope you can still enjoy the last part of the video, which will start now. Okay, so I'm now in the free reroll range. I get 5000 gems even if I lose, but I mean, one more match win and day 2 is there, achieved already. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. I guess with all this stuff, I'm gonna keep it. Ideally, I would have a red source here, but I have 9 cards that produce me red mana, so I'm not that afraid. And I can, you can always play the Rune of Flight on a land to draw a card, but because I have the 3rd land, by the way, opponent did mulligan, I will keep it. I have the 3rd land, so I'm gonna just go with the plan that I have a Mistwalker on turn 3. Oh, they mulligan to 5 there. Oh. So I'm not gonna play this, just because I have the Runed Crown, which is gonna make the Rune of Flight so much better, that I don't wanna waste it on a land, because if I play it on a land, there's like a very small chance I get to play this again, even if I get the rune. I have the bounce spell that I can use to bounce my own permanent to my hand, but I mean, that's not really something I want to do. So, ideally, a red source would happen, but since the opponent did mulligan to 5, I guess I don't have to have an ideal start here in order to have a chance to win. Opponent has green and red mana available. Something like foretold now. No red mana. Well, with the Mistwalker, I'm gonna just not play the Rune of Flight here. Because even if I play this and draw the red mana now, I'm still gonna play the Mistwalker on turn 3. So, it doesn't really help anything. Well, they had the perfect start for that. Yeah, the Rune of Flight isn't really great with the Raven Wings because it doesn't have any stat boost, which means that it does completely nothing on the Raven Wings. Double flying doesn't do anything. It's the same as flying once. So yeah, opponent is having a chance after the mulligan to 5 because my start was less than ideal. I think the draw was good. I was pretty unlucky to draw. Wait a minute, was my first draw this Rider and the second one Rider 2 and third one this Raven Wings? I don't actually remember, but it might be so that I draw these 2 red cards and... Well, oh, it is what it is. At least they played the Masked Vandal without getting value from it. Honestly, oh, that's actually funny. They do this just to get to this Masked Vandal will be a 3/5 now. I mean, they might have a way to get this thing back, but I mean, maybe this is a struggle for Skemfar. That kind of feels like it is a struggle for Skemfar. Because this will be a 3/5, they can make it at 4/6 that will be able to kill the Mistwalker. And I mean, so be it. I don't think I can do much to prevent that from happening. My turn 4 play will be the Frostpeak Yeti. I don't think the Invasion of the Giants makes any sense. I mean, I could play this and the Raven Wings. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna attack for 1. If they don't have a struggle for Skemfire, I can block the 3/5 with the Mistwalker, so let's see what happens now. I'm assuming they did this play to play the struggle now. I guess they can choose to kill the Yeti too. The Mistwalker can't block the can block. Yeah, they had that. Okay, so now I only need to... Well, I mean, it is a 4/7... No, 4/6. So I do have... Yeah, that was a good start for the opponent. The Helm doesn't do much. Yeah, with the... Only one of these. No, actually it is very good with the Rune of Light, in fact. Hey, I get a 5 toughness blocker here. Yeah, well, you know what. Let's make it happen. And I even get that thing. I would probably just discard the other rider here, right? They'll get 4 life. I don't care. I can either equip this or just play a card, and yeah, it makes much more sense to attack with. Take another 4 there, and you know, play this card, and I don't need the other rider here, so let's say goodbye to that thing. Let's try to find something good. Calamity Barrier is gonna be good. So I will take 4, and then I will have the 5 toughness blocker, although I do have the Calamity Barrier now, so that will block and kill this anyway. Honey broken. Oh, well, that was annoying, especially because they can make it the 5 power guy. I take now quite a bit of damage. So it's now a matter of, do I want to prevent 5 damage? So I will go to 7 if I don't block here. So I'm gonna go to 7 if I don't block. I'm just trying to figure out if there's some kind of useful double block. I mean, and there is. I can double block the Ani with the Rider and the Mistwalker. Okay, I go to 7. Hope they don't have any aggressive continuation for that. And now it's obviously gonna be the Calamity Barrier. And I think I have to... Because when I make this a 4/5, they can't attack with the Masked Vandal. I hope they kind of break for 1 turn. I would like to have the... If I play the Invasion right now, what are my blocks here? The Mistwalker is, by the way, dealing 2 with the Calamity Barrier, but that's not relevant. I don't want to just trade with the Masked Vandal. Although I think it's still okay. The Scry 2 going on right away can be quite valuable. And they are simply just not going to attack if I have this as a 4/5. They might offer the trade. Okay, I'll do it like this. And I'm glad I did, because these are useless. I don't need the... I have only 1 card, the Yeti, in my deck that cares about the Snowland. I'm not gonna keep a Snowland for that reason. So that was a good one. And now I hope they don't have anything too great. They have mana for anything they want to cast, so maybe just a land. Although they did mulligan to 5. So given their start here was good. I mean, I kept 7, and I'm here, taking the beating here. And if they have something good, uh, I mean, I'm easily losing here now. Yeah, let's let everything trade here now and see if I will draw an extra card on the next turn. So this is fine now. Let's see what they had nothing. So do I draw? Okay, so what I did scry 2 lands to bottom and I did draw 2 lands. Okay, well, I mean, this gives the opponent a good chance to win now. So I have 8 lands and 2 on the bottom. So I have 7 lands in 21. So I have 14. Okay, well, at least there's that, but I'm actually, yeah, because I don't have any other creature, I'm just gonna play this as a guy, of course. And I'm gonna equip all this stuff, and this will be dealing a bunch of damage, 7 damage in the air. But I would rather have the hammer with it, of course. But I don't have any other. If I had any creature, I would play the hammer instead. But the opponent is, well, I mean, I'm drawing lands too, so maybe it's somehow fair. I'm at 7, they're at 16. Well, my clock is better, of course, here, but if they draw anything relevant, I can't attack anymore. Well, I guess if they draw a 6, they get to draw 2 additional cards with that. And they can do it right away, because they will have 7 mana available. Yep. Also, I really need to draw something. I mean, that's 9 lands here and 2 lands on bottom of my deck. So that means that I have 6 lands in 19 cards. 13 versus 6. Okay, I have like a very high chance to draw non-lands. Well, I don't know if it's very high, but it's high anyway. So they activate it right away. And then I will, oh man, that. Alright then. I mean, opponent mulligan to 5, so I guess it's fair that I draw 12 lands. I mean, considering I had this way on top of my deck, I have drawn 12 lands in my top 50 cards, top 50% cards. 12 out of 17 lands, I mean, were drawn. I mean, I'm still winning this race, but they just drew 2 cards, so they are gonna have something. Sure. Oh, you're kidding me. So let me see. I scried 2 to bottom. Then I drew a land. No, 2 lands. Then I drew a 12. Then I drew 2 lands again. So I had 7 cards on top of my deck, and one of them was a non-land, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I have still a win here, because I mean, no, not a win, but I have a surviving play here if they have nothing, because I can block the 3/3. Okay, so yeah, not much I can do about it. Against this kind of deck, I suppose, I mean, it's mostly, yeah, on the play I will play the red-white deck. I will play it on the play. I don't know what to do in the third game if it goes to that. I cut the lands. Shackles and some Invasion of the Giants and Ruined Crown. They shouldn't be here. So what were the other cards I'm playing? Call and then it's always something random. Yeah, I actually decided to play 17 lands because of the triple Immersed Tomb Raider. Yeah, that was the if I can't get good value out of the Iron Verdict, and I can't when the opponent is playing the kind of slow deck, I need to be on the aggressor here. I guess the Open the Omen path is like not completely useless, but with triple Immersed Tomb Raider, yeah, let's play 17. At least my colored mana will be better because I can now play 8, um, 8 plains and 8 mountains with the Symmetrift Whale. Okay, but that game one was frustrating. I mean, yeah, opponent mulligan to 5, but they are playing like 5 colors, so at least 3. I was playing 2 colors. And, well, my starting hand was good, but I just hit a very massive pocket of lands in there in the mid game. Because I didn't really need much to win from there. Oh man, deck. Well, I'm playing the 2-color deck here. I mean, without red. I mean, I would keep it if I had red here, but there's no way I'm keeping it now. Okay, at least this hand is quite acceptable. Do I have any double white here? I don't think. I guess I don't have to show the white mana yet because they don't know about the white. So I'll just play the Berserker now. That is red, so if that is Frostbite that the opponent has right now, oh, that would be awkward. I do want to get some damage because I am on the play. I have a 2/2 first striker on turn 2. I guess if they have a, well, even if they have a 1/3, I can make this to be a 3 power guy. Although I'm gonna play the Kaldheim Coaster on the next turn, regardless. But will I sideboard into a different deck if this goes to game 3? That's a good question, but I guess I will learn more about their deck now, so we'll see. I guess the land wasn't the worst draw because now it makes me possible. It's possible for me to make the dragon now if this thing survives for turn 5. But I would really like to draw. I mean, this is 5 lands and 3 non-lands. Horizon Seeker. Oh my god, why this happens to me? Okay, so I mulliganed. I had the 4-lander. I mulliganed. I had the 4-lander. I put 1 on the bottom. I kept 3 in my starting hand. All my 3 draw steps were lands. After the game 1 where I just flooded like crazy. Is it okay to be frustrated here? I mean, they might even have a stupid struggle for Skemfar in there. Then leaving this as a blocker makes even no sense. Yeah, whatever. Let them have their free. Oh, they don't understand it has first strike. Please, please commit the block. Commit to the block. Ah, damn it. Maybe they were just fooling with me. Do I want to equip the Berserker? I guess I might. If they have a struggle there. And of course, if they have like a 3/3, then I can attack with a 3/3 first striker and make the dragon token. But if they have okay, if they have now a struggle, Yeah, okay. Okay, I mean, that's game over almost. Not quite, but almost. Sure, let's play the rabbit wings. Uh, yeah. I mean, they have a 6 power clock. I mean, I'm not winning this race. I'm not winning this race here. And if they have anything to deal with the causer, and they have only 5 cards versus my... Did I draw... Well, I mean, yeah, I've drawn 4 cards, 3 of which were lands. 1 was non-land. How frustrating way to end this event. Yeah. I'm so disgusted now. I'm so disgusted. They had the perfect there, and they had the Ice Hide Troll in the struggle to kill my thing that could have made a 5/5 dragon. And in doing so, they gave themselves a clock. I mean, if they had something like a removal and tap out for the removal spell, fine, they have this 3 power guy there. But no, they had this guy, they were able to add a 3/4 to their board while they killed my threat. So, I'm not winning this race. They can attack for 6 now, and I can attack for 4. Then I will lose to their next attack. Okay, okay. Well, that happened. I'm happy I got the 3 wins because that's 5,000 gems, but this last match was both games so annoying. I mean, of course I'm a little bit more frustrated than usual because the 4th win is the qualification for day 2, and that's why I'm playing these events. That's the only, you know, I mean, yeah, 5,000 gems for 22,500 gold is great, but it's only like a, I mean, given how tough it is to go to 3-0, it's not really, I mean, it's not the price I'm looking for. The qualification is for the price I'm looking for, and at least I would have wanted to play a normal match of Magic, but now I had basically 2 games where, well, I flooded out, and then that it was a combination of me flooding a bit after Mulligan to 6, while I play a consistent deck with consistent mana base, if I may add. And the opponent had like the perfect cheese there with the turn when they had the Ice Hide Troll into a struggle for Game 4. But yeah, this was the first one. Now I won't be this is a long video already, so I'm not gonna add another attempt to this video. It will be in a separate upload. So, and I might have a draft video in between. It kind of depends on how I feel like it. I mean, I actually recorded a draft video I haven't uploaded yet before this event because I don't know if I want to have like 2 sealed events per day. I kind of want to have 1 draft a day for my channel, so I might have a draft and then maybe a sealed attempt number 2 after that. So you'll see then. I haven't decided yet. Anyway, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.